Oh, like I always say, if you're not down with the bullshit and you're down with the real shit, like and subscribe. Oh, I just want to touch on something, and it's a trip, right? But this is really real. A lot of our perceptions are misconstrued because of fairy tales. And what I mean by that is when we're kids, we're told all about these fairy tales. We're told about Santa Claus. We're told about the Tooth Fairy, um, Easter Bunny, um, the whole thing about a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow and leprechauns and shit and we told even Thanksgiving how it gets presented actually is based on a lie and shit. And we're told all this BS as children. This has been like a traditional thing throughout the culture over here in America, North America, And it's like, so we grew up with a lot of misconceptions, purposely like introduced to us. But for what? What the fuck for? It plays a part of our mindsets. Even these fables that they put in cartoons, the whole thing about, Snow White, Rapunzel, shit, all this make-believe shit, and girls think they're gonna grow up and they're gonna find Prince Charming. Boys grow up and think they're gonna find some kind of princess or some shit. And the whole thing about it develops this fantasy type mindset that we believe that these magical things can fucking happen. But it's bullshit. And then people grow up with this false way of thinking, false ideologies, and then when shit start going wrong in your life based upon what you was taught and what you believed in, and you gotta think, who's telling us this shit? Our parents were being fed these stories and all that shit when we first, like in, elementary school and shit. And they got us thinking about all this fantasy shit that don't fucking exist. And then when you get older, it's like, welcome to the real world. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, it's like night and day. You having so much fun and everything when you're a kid, and, you think life is just so wonderful and, everything is okay, everything, Hey, don't give me that shit about like, that's why they do it, because we want children to feel safe and we don't want them to worry about the world's problems, and we don't want that stress on them, their kids, and they shouldn't have to think like that and everything. So that's why we give them these fables and fairy tales and stuff, just to, calm their nerves and let them just be a child. And wait a minute, no, you don't have to do that though. You don't have to do that shit. Kids really believing in Santa Claus. That's the major one right there. That some white guy, and you can start making Santa Claus whatever fucking nationality or race you want to, but you know how we were all introduced to that shit. Primarily, that Santa Claus was a jolly, fat, white dude with a white beard and white mustache and shit, and he fucking got reindeer and come on the roof and come down. You have to think that kids was in the projects, like, there's been kids in the projects where they're like, wait, how is Santa gonna get down our chimney and we don't have one, mama? well, that's okay, he gonna land on top of the project roof, and he gonna swing down on a rope, and he gonna come in the window, when you sleep, and he gonna go in the living room and put the present down, then he gonna come back out and get back on the rope and climb back up to the roof and get in a sled and fly away. Like, what? Goddamn, so he gonna be steady going through all the damn apartments in the projects and shit, swinging down on a fucking rope and going in everybody's apartment. That sounds like a goddamn burglar and shit. Like, what the fuck? Is Santa Claus robbing us or what the hell? He ain't fucking bringing in no damn presents. What the hell kind of shit is he going from spot to spot to spot? What the hell? Like, oh man, that shit, that concept don't even sound like, how do you explain that shit? All the damn motherfuckers out on the street selling dope, and everybody, and the real damn thieves and robbers and shit, they just creeping and lurking around the projects. You gonna tell me if Santa Claus came to the projects, nobody see him and shit? Like, what the hell? Everybody gonna go blind for like a certain period of time and shit, and he gonna disappear? He gonna become like a ghost or something? Nobody gonna see him? Like, man, I'm just saying, like, especially like little poor hood kids, like, what the fuck? So, wait a minute, you like it's like the conditions of poverty should really make a lot of kids truly be like, question that shit from the beginning. Like, hold on, man. Like, we see the shit on TV and in commercials and on cartoons or whatever, and them neighborhoods don't look shit like ours. So how is Santa Claus coming here? We ain't got no damn houses or shit. I mean, like, what the motherfucker? We just got projects. We're like, shit. And then they talking about like what he knows, saying when you've been good or bad. All these motherfuckers in the hood been done something wrong. Like, why is he even coming here and shit? And if he gonna come to the hood primarily and shit and deliver shit to those that's been good, hell, he ain't gonna have that many damn fucking damn presents to deliver, because these fucking kids be fucking up too. Shit, they ain't going to school, cutting and shit, getting bad grade. So what the fuck? Who he delivering this shit to? Like, I'm just saying, like, that shit could easily come into question if the kids really thinking properly. But the thing about it, just creating that mindset. What was that commercial used to come on TV? I talked about that before. That damn shit where he used to say, like, what are little boys are made of? No, what are little girls made of? Sugar and spice and everything nice. What are little boys made of? Snips and snails and puppy dogs. Like, what the fuck? So right then, you mentally being conditioned that, oh man, women are so beautiful. Females are they're so pretty and gentle. Boys, oh shit, they so goddamn dirty and fucked up and, ignorant and angry and all kind. You know what I'm saying? Like, we, as a society, have been conditioned to think that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got dudes praising women like they're gods and shit, but the simp motherfucker, you gotta understand, was created. The simp was created out of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because of what he was taught. He honestly it take a lot of dudes, like, man, sometimes it take a lot of dudes gotta get old sometimes to just finally figure out, like, oh, hell no, man. These damn bros ain't shit. Fuck this shit. Every bro I could get with keep fucking using me for my money and all kind of they start, like, because what they thought or what they was told, what they're supposed to get out of it, they're not getting out of it. And you see more and more men now today, they starting to realize that shit. Like, this is bullshit. I'm fucking invested into a relationship where a woman is not respecting me the right way. She's using me for my resources. She's still doing what the fuck she wants. And she's still living her life with the mindset of being a single woman, even though she's supposed to be married to me. And shit, the mother of my children, or what, you see this playing out with all these stars and celebrities, the shit that's going on between Cardi B and fucking Offset, the shit that's going on between Will Smith and Jada, the shit that's going on between Scottie Pippen and his fucking wife, and shit like, and I mean, this shit is just becoming a mockery of what marriage and relationships are supposed to be about. Fucking damn, the members of fucking B2K got baby mamas going from one member to the next member, like, what the fuck, and they're just doing this shit over and over because there ain't no true sanctity in marriage no more and relationships and whatever and shit. Like, now they're producing this whole thought culture. They do what they're telling the females they can basically do whatever the fuck they want. Okay, so now all the principles of marriage now have been thrown out the fucking window. You know what I'm saying? Relationships ain't shit no more. And all that's going to do is just start making more and more people be like, well, I don't even want to be married. I don't even want to be in a relationship. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody going to be, between men and women, everybody going to be like, you can't trust no damn body and shit like that. Because why? Because of this narrative that's being spun, trying to make all these women feel like, hey, you your own person. Even if you are married, you still your own person. You can do what the fuck you want. Like, all it is, all marriage is a business arrangement. That's all the fuck it is. And like a lot of guys are finally saying, damn, I see what this shit, what the fuck, well, what the fuck I'm gonna get married for then? I might as well still be out here and being a player and just doing my thing and shit like that. My baby is just something to have, just to leave behind some kind of legacy that, you know what I'm saying, that you was on the earth and shit like that. Just have a seed, but I don't have to be with the mama. I don't have to be married. We don't have to live in the same house no more. Whatever. I just fucking see my child, pay my child support, or we can split houses between houses. The baby, you know, going between. You know what I'm saying? It's like now all that shit is getting promoted. All that shit. That's the new normal. The new normal is fucking destroying civilization. You know what I'm saying? As we know it. That's what the fuck is going on. And all and you know you just look at like how. Like I said, the fantasy mindset that was created from lies that have been told us either from parents, the TV, all this shit, just lies and shit. Like and it started from like the development of you just believing in bullshit starts like when you were a child. And shit like that. Why? Because you trust your parents. Why? Because you trust your teachers. Why? Because, you know, you figure if it's on TV or it's printed in the magazine, the newspaper, it must be true. Like, no. But see, even that, we've seen throughout the course of our life, and especially like in recent years with the whole, when Trump kept saying fake news. Okay, whether or not you believe that it was fake news, what he was talking about, he's still like admitting to the fact that there is a such thing as fake news. And so you gotta start thinking like, so you mean they just be putting up shit and printing? I mean, you see newspapers, magazines where they have to, you know, do these retractions and apologize. Oh, we thought like this, that, we got misinformation. No. Well, why did you run with the story if you couldn't clarify it and make sure that it's true? Don't you guys fear a defamation lawsuit? Don't you guys have? Don't you even have a legal firm, a legal department that you can go to or turn to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, to cover you know you guys from like going to court and getting sued and losing hell of fucking money? Don't you have a department that handles that can look over stuff, proofread things and everything? Be like, oh no, you can't say this. Oh no, this can lead to this or this and that. What, you know what I'm saying? So why are you running with these stories about different people and then later on gotta, you know, come with these retractions and issue these apologies and shit like that, where all that shit? So that means they're doing that shit on purpose. You see what I'm saying? So the whole aspect of misinformation is a part of like what they say, how they create chaos out of confusion. Yeah, see, because these people over here are gonna be told this, these people over here are gonna be told that, these people over here are gonna be told that, and since we have this entity like the media that traditionally has been trusted by people, and that's instituted into you from you being a little kid, seeing your parents, other adults say, oh, they said this on the news the other day. Oh, I read this in the paper the other day. I seen this in this magazine. They said this on the radio. So you're conditioned to believe in these media outlets. So this has been a thing passed down from generation after generation after generation after generation after generation. And you can basically believe that from the concept of all this, that was the plan. TV, radio are part of communication, and that can reach masses of people. at the same time. So therefore, if we want to control the minds of the people, that's the easiest way to do it. Once we get people, all like the billions of people on this earth, to believe in these media outlets as being like the Bible, okay, that's why even the Bible, by some people, gets called into question. You know, these things are powerful weapons, you know, and yeah, they're powerful weapons as far as like controlling society, putting the wrong perspectives and thoughts into the minds of people to make them hate other races of people, classes of people, because they tell you these people are the ones that's making your life miserable. Instead of everybody like collectively really looking at it and saying, well, hold on, who really controls everything? Because that's the person that's supposed to be held, or that's the entity that's supposed to be held like to, a high level or the highest level of accountability. You know, politicians, the CEOs and owners of these media outlets and stuff, you know, for letting stuff even go out. The editors, the chief editors and stuff of these magazines and publications, those are the people that should be held accountable, because it's more so like, regardless of what your underlings or your subordinates or your just common workers do, you still are whoever is the person who in charge still has the responsibility to make sure that whatever they do, that it's okay, it's been looked over, and you be responsible before you put these things out into the atmosphere, because of the effect that it can have on the way that people look at things or perceive things and stuff. You know, you can instigate a riot like that, you know, if you had the power to do it, but that's supposed to be against the law. Okay, why is it not against the law to, in a sense, put different materials or information out there that can cause distrust amongst races, or amongst, or put men versus women, or put children versus adults? Why shouldn't it should be something in place also that, you know, you can't do that either. You see what I'm saying? It seemed like there's some common sense to that. But now one would think, well, based upon a lot of things we've seen throughout history, with politicians that have been killed and assassinated, civil rights leaders that have been killed and assassinated, different activists, athletes, actors, musicians who have been mysteriously killed, where there's has been like speculation that, you know, the people who, you know, held the contracts over them, who are also, who have been found to be shady characters, might have had something to do with their demise due to financial aspects, you know. Shit, it's like, but it's the whole fantasy mindset that leads us to get caught up in things, you know, as we're taught, as we are children, that leads to a lot of bad judgment calls later on in life. Because even when you find out about there's no Santa Claus, there's no Easter Bunny, there's no Tooth Fairy, they still will show you, even with the concepts of different movies, this whole alluring type atmosphere of the rich and famous and how they live, and it makes people say, man, I would love to live like that. Man, look at all the fancy cars and houses and the jewelry. But you have to stop and think, how did they get all this stuff? Do you really think they got that just by talent alone? You know a lot of talented people, especially in the hood. Why? Because the entertainment business for black people is one of the most sought out, most perceived, profitable aspects for a black person to achieve like wealth. If not wealth, at least be rich. And, you know, through seeing that through the athletes, the rappers, the singers, and the actors and the comedians. Those are who we mostly see having a lot of, you know, luxurious things. We don't see the doctors, we don't see the accountants, we don't see the lawyers, we don't see the physicists, we don't see the engineers, we don't see the CEOs of Fortune 500 companies. We do not see any type of business owners. We don't primarily see those types of people. So we don't automatically think that that's an avenue, or those are several different avenues right there that we can go down and accomplish anything. But when we see all these famous people, we don't stop to think, but hold on, how did this actually happen? Is this really based upon talent? Because like I said, you know a lot of talented people that live around the hood, because why? A lot of people are trying to rap. A lot of people are trying to sing. A lot of people trying to be athletes. And we know a lot of people that's really, really talented, where you say, damn, why, I wonder why nobody's giving you a chance. I wonder, you're really good. Like, you would think somebody would pick you up, or somebody, or we've seen some people who have actually been signed to labels. We've seen certain people who have, certain actors, comedians, where it's like, you wonder, like, why, man, he's really good. He's really talented. Okay, why didn't his career really blow up? He's good. But then you see all these other people who blow up and they be the top #1 box office hit movie actor, or have the #1 stand-up comedy show, or, or you'll see a guy get drafted #1 or #2, and then this guy gets drafted like number 15. You're like, wait a minute, he's better than. Why is it like that? That means there's a certain politics that's being played out. It's other different intangibles to actually be that top dude. So what did they have to do to become that top dude? Because this guy could be said to be more talented than him. So why didn't you put him up there? So it's just that would be the common sense aspect of thinking about it. But if they're doing things to manipulate our mindsets and the way we think, so that we won't use our common sense, and we've been bred to believe, just believe in this. Just believe. We're supposed to wish upon a star, like that fucking damn song come on when the goddamn Disney show used to come on fucking TV. When Jiminy Cricket's sitting up there singing that damn fucking song. When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. You a damn lie. It does make a difference. Motherfucker. Black kids can wish upon a star. Ain't shit gonna happen for them. The hell you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Fantasy shit. So, it's the fantasy mindset that they teach us when we're young and shit like that, man. That's why, like, these marriages ain't going right. You know what I'm saying? People believing like, yo, what we taught, we're going to find our queen. We're going to find our queen out there. A girl fits, a woman going to find her prince, her king, and he's going to come and take me away from the projects, and he's going to make everything better. That's a fucking lie. That ain't going to happen. You're going to find your queen. Motherfucker, how is your queen Starkeisha? What the fuck? There ain't no queen Starkeisha or Lolo Keisha or what the fuck? That's a lie. That's not gonna happen. How the fuck is that your queen? She already got 3 kids by 2 different dudes. You know what I'm saying? What the hell is she talking about? She only damn 20 years old. Motherfucker, this broad is a tramp. That broad ain't gonna be your damn queen. See what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? This motherfucker then thought just because he wiped somebody up, that's my queen. That is not your fucking queen. Motherfucker, that is somebody sloppy seconds, thirds, fourths, fifths. It's like, shit. You get with her, you marry her and shit like that. Motherfucker, she's like, oh, I'm pregnant. You still don't know if that's your damn kid. God, you know, that's the truth. That's what the fuck really go on because motherfuckers got these damn false misconceptions and shit like that. It's like, yo, man, you getting this, bro. This like pulling a goddamn wreck out of the motherfucking, fucking junkyard. And unless you put some shit into this motherfucking car, and you fucking can, you know what I'm saying, enhance this motherfucker some kind of damn way, put a new engine in or something. This motherfucker ain't gonna do shit for you. They ain't gonna run, get no damn way. This motherfucker is beat up and used. That's the mindset you gotta have if you're gonna get that damn female shit up out of the hood. You look here, you gonna have to do something to stop her ass from being a thought and being a hoe or thinking like that. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that she a fucking man. Her mama told her to fight niggas and all kind of shit. And you know what I'm saying? And so now, because of what she was told, now she sit up here thinking she Mike Tyson and stuff. What you say, nigga? I'll beat your ass, bitch, and all that. Damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what's going on. So you got dudes, especially a lot of dudes like in recent generation, black dudes looking at shit going, oh, hell no. I've heard younger black dudes even fucking talk about that shit. Like, I don't want no damn sister because I ain't got no time to be dealing with no shit where I got to go to work and 3 o'clock in the morning she calling the police on me because she told me something to do. And because I didn't do it, she said she gonna tell them that I hit her and all this fucking shit and get me thrown out the house, separated from my kids and all kinds of shit. Like, because she been told, like, it's about you. You are a victim. Don't you let no man tell you nothing and do nothing to you and stuff like that. If he even raise his voice, call 911. Like, what the hell? Like, and they do that shit. So we've been fed all this misinformation and shit. I mean, like, goddamn, man. You supposed to, they honestly want, and then you got Dr. Umar Johnson, who I respect highly. But the only thing I don't understand when he said who you pick in a relationship or who you choose to marry is a political decision. A political decision. That means it's not based on love. It's not based on caring. It's not based upon compatibility. It's not based on, it's like, just so we can all be together as black people and shit like, so it just, cause that's the perception you want to see and all this shit. But just going off on that, so people are just supposed to get together and just fight each other and, but you know, hey, you know, that's just what it is. And then procreate and just create more black people. And like, cause we're breaking this down to like some kind of damn psychological warfare shit that's going on between, black people and the rest of society and the powers that, like, God damn. So just hooking up now is just a thing to just increase our numbers and, oh God, see, but you grow up, you know, thinking that this love thing is going to happen and all this fucking shit and find your prince, find your queen, find your, no, motherfucker, it's like, you better do some damn careful deduction or deduce the situation, break whoever you be with down. You gotta do a psychological evaluation on these people. Gotta figure out like, hey, you know, what you been through life, you know, see what, you don't want somebody who done been through too much shit, too much drama, and they ain't seen any kind of damn psychologist, psychiatrist, whatever, because all they gonna do is turn around when things go bad between you and them or y'all have a disagreement. All of a sudden, you gonna become like just like all the other people that did them wrong. Oh, you one of them too. Oh, you turn. Remember how like in What's Love Got to Do with It? When Ike kept saying, telling Tina, you gonna be like the rest of them, gonna go and leave me. Yeah, you gonna go and leave me too. Like, wait a minute, she didn't have nothing to do with the groups that he's supposed to have produced and everything like that that left him. But he was looking at their relationship and they were saying the same thing. Like, yeah, you gonna, that's what you gonna go and leave me. You gonna turn your back on me. Oh, what the, like, you know, like, hey, man, like, that didn't have nothing, she didn't have nothing to do with none of that shit. Like, you know, he had fucking issues, see? See, and next thing you know, he's snorting cocaine and smacking the shit out of her. And all that. See, that's what happened, motherfucker. So you can't get with somebody who abnormal and got issues and problems and think like, oh man, we about to have this, Prince Charming and Snow White thing jumping on. No, the fuck you're not. You about to have nothing but confusion. You about to have confrontation, altercation, shit, incarceration. Hell yeah, you're gonna be needing medication. You're gonna be dealing with frustration. You know what I'm saying? And the next thing you gonna want to do is pack your bags and head for a damn bus or train station and to get the fuck out of there. That's how that shit is gonna wind up happening. That's the truth. No fantasy, no fairy tale, none of that shit. So I just want to touch on that shit. Just say like, man, tell your kids the fucking truth. All y'all that start having kids now, tell your kids the truth. Tell them about life and reality at a young age, man. Tell them the truth. Don't tell them no fantasy shit. Because in the end, what gets revealed is that all the fantasy doesn't exist. Peace.